Hi, I'm Sophia from the ABC Workshop. I'm an artist and an art productivity coach. And in this video, I'm going to talk about something that really pushed me out of my comfort zone, and that's the 30-day Sketchathon challenge. If you're a professional artist or a hobbyist or even somebody who's trying to push a little more creativity into your daily life, stay tuned because I'm going to share some tips, techniques, some productivity tools, and some behind the scenes stories which will be really helpful. Before you move on, I'd like to request you to kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please also follow me on my Instagram, which is Sophia_the ABC Workshop. Do check out my website www.theabcworkshop.com to find out more about my coaching programs. I first want to talk about why I've taken up this challenge at this particular point of time in my life. There were two main reasons. The first one being that I was going through a very challenging phase in my life, both personally and professionally. I was running through some health issues due to hormonal changes. I did not have a good support staff at home. Professionally, of course, I'm trying to balance two jobs. One, of course, I work as an HR consultant and also working as an art productivity coach. So there was a lot of things in my hand. I'm also trying to run my household, my kids and their busy schedule. So life was very busy and very chaotic, and I felt I needed something to anchor me down. And I wanted to do something creative, like creating daily art, which would give me 30 minutes of the day when I can just be calm and be relaxed and just get into that Zen mode. The second one is that as an art productivity coach, I'm constantly encouraging professional artists, hobbyists, and even busy professionals to find out that little time in their schedule where they could just kind of organize their thoughts, just be calm, just be in that meditative space. And who can be a better example than me myself, with my chaotic and busy life. So if I can find that 30 minutes in my schedule, I'm sure anybody can. So I wanted to set an example and show you that this is possible and what you can achieve by the end of it. I just want to talk about the process that I followed. I wanted to keep it really simple because I knew if I complicate things too much, there is always this fear that I might drop off. So I chose very simple tools. I had this Hanemule sketchbook that I had bought on a trip, and which was something that was lying blank for some time. So that was something I wanted to use. I just used a normal mechanical pencil throughout my Sketchathon challenge. I used a pen with waterproof ink. I used my favorite Sonnet watercolor pan set and a simple palette with some basic brushes. So I just kept my tools very simple and consistent throughout my challenge. As subject, I just chose things that were lying around me. So I didn't take up a bigger challenge. I didn't want to do any kind of outdoor challenge. I thought I'll just pick up simple objects which are commonly found in every household and sketch that out. This is just to inspire artists who find it very challenging looking for subjects. You don't have to look beyond your own house. Everything is available. My favorite sketches are the ones where I just sketched my art tools, and I found a lot of stuff in the kitchen. They were really interesting. There's such lovely shapes and textures. They really form very good challenging subjects. So I would really encourage all of you to explore just things that are lying around in your house, and especially check the kitchen, open the fridge, check those out. You'll find some really interesting objects there. I now want to talk about the challenges that I faced in this 30-day sketchathon. The biggest obstacle was the fact that it was best for me to sketch during morning hours when the light was good, because I found that if I tried sketching in the evening or at night with artificial light, I just could not gauge the subject and the colors very well. I can't see very well at night, so that was a big challenge for me, and I just found that those sketches that I did at night were duller and darker. There were these couple of days when I was traveling and I was staying at a hotel, and while the better option would have been to sketch outdoors, That was a hotel where there were a lot of monkeys around, so that was a scary option, so I didn't go for it. So I was sketching inside the hotel. The lighting was really bad. I just had this table and a lamp. So those sketches came out much darker than I had intended. So lighting was an issue, and trying to find out time during my working hours was a challenge, but I did make it possible. I tried to schedule around, I tried to multitask basically, during a Zoom call, that I did not have to put on my video, or I would just combine it with listening to a podcast or music. So basically, I tried to find out time during the day when I could sketch. The second biggest challenge was something that I had created for myself. I was just being very overcritical about my own work. There were sketches that I felt were not worth putting on Instagram. But since I had promised myself that this is going to be part of this specific sketchathon, and I would sketch and I would post daily as a tracking system, I went ahead. I overcame that mind block and was posting every single day. Please do check out the daily sketches on my Instagram, Sophia_the ABC workshop. But despite all the self-criticism that I had created in my mind, people were really encouraging and motivating. My friends and family, and even other people had really reached out to me, and all this was in fact very encouraging to keep pushing myself and really reaching the end of the sketchathon. I now want to talk about my learnings from this 30-day sketchathon. Number one is the beauty of having a clear, specific task on your schedule. I mean, every morning, this was the first thing I used to put down as my most important task, and that was to create a daily sketch and post on Instagram. So it was very goal-oriented. I was very focused about it, and I was very clear that this is one task that had to be done before the end of the day. So it was like having a daily mission that needed to be tackled and completed to the best of my ability before the end of the day. So having that clear focus was such an amazing experience to have. Number two is creative awareness. It was amazing the way how I started looking at objects very differently. So simple objects like a tomato were appearing very different from what they would do, in normal life, or even a subject like a garlic or an onion. Even my art equipments just looked very different to me. Suddenly I was looking at it from a very different point of view. So every object that you're surrounded with appears different, and you're trying to gauge whether this is something that would be sketch worthy or not. So it's really interesting because it really changes the way you're looking at your surrounding, and it's like wearing a spectacle with a very different lens. Number three is a state of flow. So whenever I would be sketching, I just felt I would naturally just switch off. I suddenly will just forget what's around me, and I will be in this very focused state where it is just the object and me and my sketching tools. And this state of flow is very special. It's a very meditative kind of stage, which I would recommend everybody should try, because suddenly you're in this zone of calm and peace and focus, and and you've forgotten all the stresses of your life. And it's something I would totally recommend everybody, whether you're a professional artist or or you don't consider yourself an artist. Please do try out daily sketching. It is something that you're truly going to love. Number four is letting go of perfection. Now, for my specific challenge, where I had already pre-decided that I'm going to be posting it every single day on Instagram, it was hard for me because in the back of my mind, I was like, this is going to be shown publicly, so it has to be worthy of being put on public platform. But when you're just working under pressure, where you just have 20 minutes or 30 minutes, sometimes you just have to forget about perfectionism. You cannot create like a masterpiece in that specific time, and I was okay with that. The idea was to get the sketch onto paper, Whether you would intentionally want it or not, there will be learning. When you are looking at the object and you're sketching out, you are in the back of your mind, analyzing and studying the form, the shape, the tone, all of it. So there will be learning involved. The outcome that comes on paper, the final result is not what is important. It is more about the learning that you get when you're observing and you're sketching out. Let's talk about what I think I could do differently in case I decide to continue with the Sketchathon or start a new one. The first thing would be to have a cohesive theme. So currently, if you see my work, they're all individual objects and they're just scattered across the paper. Perhaps if I decide to continue with the Sketchathon, I could have a cohesive theme where I connect the object on basis of maybe a specific theme or a color or texture or something of that sort. Maybe I would like to implement that. Number two is maybe I would like to journal in a bit. That would be interesting to do. So if I have kept an, selected an object, maybe I can write a short note about why did I choose that specific subject, or what was the thought process behind it, or what am I feeling and thinking at the moment. So it'll be more like an art journal, and that's going to make it really interesting. Number three is color swatches. Now that's something that I have done in the past, and I found it quite useful, because when you're mixing watercolors, sometimes you come up with very interesting colors, and it would be good to make records of it in case you want to go back and kind of try out the same color again. Number four is maybe trying out a different medium. I choose to use watercolors because I just feel it's way quicker to work with watercolors. You're easily able to sketch in with your pencil or your pen, and then watercolors are basically very, very quick to apply. They dry quickly, and it's easy really to finish everything in 30 minutes. But I am curious about, I haven't used gouache as often and as much as I would like to. So that's something that I would like to experiment with, and maybe even acrylics. Acrylic on paper looks really good, and they dry quite fast. So that's another medium that I would like to try. Now, I'd really like to hear from you. Have you done your own personal Sketchathon mission, and how has it gone for you? And also, I am now on a mission to help about 100,000 artists do sketches every single day. And I'm looking at building up an online community where all of us can get together and have these monthly Sketchathon challenge, where all of us can sketch together and inspire and motivate each other. Let me know what you think about this, because I'm looking at setting up this online community, and I would love you to be a part of it. So do let me know in the comment section below about what you think of having such an online community. Also, for very limited slots, I'm offering a 30-minute free one-on-one coaching session to work through your obstacles that are preventing you from creating art every single day. So do check the description box below and find out how you can book your free session with me. I really hope this video was useful to you, and now you're inspired to start your own 30-day Sketchathon challenge. Do let me know in the comment section below, and till then, happy sketching! If you enjoyed this video, do click the like button and do subscribe to my channel to watch an art supply review every Wednesday.